Hi, it's Miss Torres from Florida Virtual, and I wanted to share something with my caretakers of the students that I have in my French 1 and 2 classes to see if you might encourage your child to go ahead and use their message board a bit more often for their French 1 course. Right now I'm on the message board of the course, so it's this little button here that looks like a push pin. That's the message board where I attach live lessons and such for my students. I'm going to go ahead and enter the French 1 message board to give you an idea of all the resources that your child has on this site so that you might share it with them and help them become successful in their French course. The first thing, of course, are some helpful videos that will be posted to cover some of the most difficult topics covered in the course. Live lessons that have been recorded will also be available, and there's this thing called a note-taking guide. This is available to all the French 1 students, as well as the students who are in French 2 in units 1 through 3. After that, it resorts to just some simple handouts and worksheets to help them with their assessments. But today, I do want to direct everyone's attention to this note-taking guide button. This is actually going to also bring you to a link that I have for both French 1 and French 2 for some supplemental materials. So it might look like this at the bottom. We have a French 2 materials site link. We have a French 1 materials site link. I'm going to open both of them up to show you what they look like. And this is a link that should be bookmarked in your browser. And this link actually has a lot of information that has videos, pre-recorded live lessons, and such. For the French 1, although it looks like it's hyperlinked, it does not actually work, so you're going to have to copy and paste it. Do French 2 after. So this is what the French 1 help site looks like. It is labeled by module. However, a module is the same thing as a unit. Because this is used with a part-time program and in their courses they call them modules, this is why we call them modules here. But again, a module is just like a segment or a unit. So we have unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have the second half of French 1. So this is, again, it starts all over unit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, currently, most students are going to be in Unit 3. And whenever you begin a unit, you will have a note-taking guide. This is a PDF file that's downloadable and that students should use as they work through a unit to fill in as they go through each lesson. Usually the link right under the note-taking guide will be a very short handout that has a couple of a set of the main vocabulary words and grammar rules and structures that are learned in that unit. We also have different live lesson PDF files. Oops, there we go. Live lesson PDF files, as well as PowerPoints and videos. At the end of each unit, there will be what's called a module review. This is a video, and notice how up here in the black box, we have what each thing is. So we have module reviews for each unit. This would be for Unit 1. As I continue down, we have one for Unit 2, and so on and so forth. And these are videos that students can watch before they actually take an exam for that unit. And those are, again, pre-recorded videos from teachers who have had live lessons previously. It's basically the same thing for the French 2 material site, except we don't have as many module reviews or note-taking guides that are put together. And I'll give you an example of what the note-taking guide looks like. The note-taking guide would be what you would compare to a workbook in the classroom. So here's an example of the note-taking guide for Unit 1 or Module 1. The student would print this out and fill it in as they continue through the lesson. There are different charts to fill in for translation and vocabulary words, things that have to do with culture, answering free response questions, things like this. And then at the end, we have a review, a sheet that tells you everything that you learned in each lesson. So the French 2 course website kind of looks the same, a little bit less material because it was a little bit less developed at the time, but we still have a couple of note-taking guides. So we have one for module or unit 2. There are vocabulary lists, and there are lesson help videos and assignment help videos for a lot of lesson help videos on the more difficult concepts for each unit. and it goes all the way to the final unit. Again, a module is the same thing as a unit. So although in our program we start again when we start segment 2 or term 2, in the part-time program they just continue on through it.